Hello, hello, how are you? It is to me, Jaqui Blue, and welcome back to another stream. Yay! Alright, last we left off. Huh, what's this? Oh, this is the mod I was talking about last time. Our server has an experimental feature called Fear. If you are in the dark too long or too close to hostile mobs, your fear will drain. Once at 80%, you will feel strange feelings. You'll start to feel the effects of weakness, slow, and hunger. Big stinky. Alright, oopsie. Oh yeah, I was chopping. Chop, chop, dig, dig, chop, chop, dig, dig. Yay. I should find a better place to plant these. I think it's time I put a roof or something. Oh, what nice music they added. So lovely. Yeah. Huh, I'm the only one on. How funny. Look at all those chickens. Alright. Where was I going? Wait, did they drop an egg? I want to see first. Egg. Yay. Egg. Alright. Eggies, eggy leggies, leggies. Eggy, yay. Whatever. Gate and fence. I'm looking for a fence. Oops. Oh. Wait. Boo. Oh, I guess I could work with that. Oh yeah, hopper. Weird. Whatever. But where do I put it? I guess I'll put it here. Oh, here they are. Okay. Oh, crap. Wait. Ugh. Whatever. Oh. Yeah. Oh, crap. Ugh. Planks, where are they? What? Oh no. Nuts, I ran out of wood. Ugh. Yay, daytime. Box. It's not showing me how to make it. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Oh no, where's my box? Where is it? Where is it? Where is my box? Oh crap, I lost my box. Oh, here it is. Ugh, jeez. Oops. Let's see. Is it like this? No. No. Gosh, how was it? Ugh. I know it involved a box, but I don't remember how. Ugh. Oh.
Hello.
Oh, hi Queen.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Hi.
Take me to your leader.
I don't have a leader, but okay.
You're right, because the president is not a leader. It is a... Anywho, just for disclaimer here, that was a joke. We're just gonna leave it at that. It's got kind of taboo there.
Yeah. So what
we can cut that out, right?
Okay. So what have you
No,
been
we're
up
live.
to? Yeah.
We can't cut live out. Damn it. It's okay.
Yeah.
What have I been up to? Struggling to
Yeah.
survive, but still trying. So other than that, none. What about you?
I'm trying to make a hopper. Yeah, a hopper, but I don't know how. Cause like in this server, you don't automatically select, like you pick. Yeah, you don't. Like
Well, I haven't played survival in forever on any server. Usually I'm a creative builder. But if I'm correct, it's you need iron ingots. You got to make a in the 9x9 grid. You got to make a U pattern with one at the bottom in the middle, so it looks like a goal post in football.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
I think. I mean, try that. I don't know. Normally, I just go in the creative menu and grab a hopper for 1,000.
Oh, that didn't work.
This person has a freaking stethoscope on their bicycle. What's up with the stethoscope? Speaking of stethoscopes, everybody
Oh,
knows that that's a very useful medical tool to, check your heartbeat and, your lungs and all that.
yeah.
But did y'all know, did y'all know, and I'm going to have to add another disclaimer here. I do
Hmm.
not condone this or recommend it, nor do I do this, but I know
Hmm.
about this. Back in the 70s or so,
Hmm.
you could actually use a stethoscope to crack a safe. Keep in mind, folks, the reason I do not condone it or do it is because it is highly illegal. But back in the day, before, these banks got all these high-tech fancy doors
Yeah.
and security features, it was really super simple. You just put the stethoscope on there and you would turn the dial and you
Hmm.
could actually hear the pins drop into place and then you could just open up the door. Nowadays, it's a lot more complex and secure than that, so good luck.
Yeah.
They're really, really super secure high vault doors.
Hmm.
They might as well be freaking blast doors because they're so thick with metal.
Yeah.
Do you want to rob a banker? It does.
Maybe.
Why the hell am I getting a call from Equatorial Guinea? And right now I'm getting a call from Switzerland.
They're probably
Sorry, Bjorn.
scammers.
Sorry, Bjorn. I don't know nobody over there. Oh, it's most definitely a scammer. I don't even know how they got my information. But it's like, nah, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
By the way, just so y'all know, I am in a very PG mood and or R-rated mood. Not
Yeah.
necessarily X, but definitely R. So y'all have been warned.
Yeah.
Dude, this motorcycle is pretty freaking awesome. I'd show y'all, but yeah, it's not possible.
You got a
Oh,
motorcycle?
no, I'm just looking at somebody's motorcycle. I got a bicycle.
Cool.
Yeah. I was blessed after my first. So I originally bought this one bicycle. Um, you already know about a Jaqui, but
Yeah.
telling the rest of y'all on the stream, I bought this bicycle one day, and it was like $200 or so for the bike. Bought a bike lock, bike lights, handlebar phone mount, tool bag, and handful of tools, and put it all on the bicycle.
Hmm.
Uh, One day I was at work, and the shit got stolen off the bike, including
Hmm.
all the lights. Bike was locked, so it was fine, so they didn't take it. Next day, next day,
Hmm.
moved to a different spot.
Yeah.
First day using the spot, they must have been watching me because they went straight to that spot and took my bike.
Hmm.
I was walking for a good couple weeks before I was finally blessed again
Hmm.
with enough money to get another one.
Oh, that's
Currently, I do not
good.
have any lights, so riding at night's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Uh, I used to have a the original light set that I bought
Yeah.
was shit.
Hmm.
It was just I'm not bad mouthing, Walmart products, but I bought it
Hmm.
at Walmart. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, some of the stuff they sell is good, so I'm not bad mouthing any products
Yeah.
that they sell, but the ones that the the bike light set that I got originally, it was good enough to do the job, but it was shit.
Yeah.
Eventually I got the money to get a better light set.
Yeah.
And so I did. But,
Mm.
something told me, it's like, hey, you might want to keep the shit light set just in case
Mm.
anything happens to the main, backups,
Yeah.
because, anything can happen,
Yeah.
So it's like if you have a backup, then you can, put that on so you get the money to replace it, right?
Yeah.
But what I did not expect was the need for a backup to my backup,
Mm.
because when when he stole that, when he stole my main set of lights, I put the backup set on, but I
Mm.
decided that I was going to do it a little bit differently in order to minimize the cost of the loss, and I just put the rear light on.
Yeah.
Well, the bike got stolen with the lock and the rear light on, so now I
Mm.
just had the headlight, and I decided to put that on my bicycle helmet.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even have that anymore because I accidentally dropped the bike helmet
Yeah.
upside down right on top of the headlight, and it freaking broke them out.
Mm.
So now I have absolutely no lights whatsoever except for a flashlight, which I'm not not able to handle.
Yeah.
Not that it matters. They can't get it. But once I get a job, that's going to be one of the first things I get. It's
Mm.
just if I get a nighttime job, because I found I have more energy at night for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It don't make sense. But if I ever get a nighttime job, I'm going to be having, it's going to be interesting for sure. Um, where these assholes fly down here.
Yeah.
But I'm having a hard time finding a job.
Mm.
I know I'll get one eventually.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of what's going to happen between now and then.
Yeah.
Especially since, well, I'm not going to go on. I'm not going to do that on stream. But
Mm.
there's a certain concern of mine that may or may not happen. We shall
Yeah.
see, and that's gonna come due in 2 days.
Mm.
So in 2 days we shall see, and/or tomorrow, maybe later today. I don't know. Sometime
Yeah.
between now and then, I'll see what happens. Just kind of go
Mm.
from there.
Okay.
Um, if it does not happen,
Mm.
then I got blessed,
Yay.
majorly blessed. I have a funny feeling though it's going to happen.
Mm.
Um, I'll tell you privately a little later on.
Okay.
But I'm hoping, I'm going to stay positive and just say that it's not going to happen. I've been blessed and all that, because
Mm.
if I've noticed that if you question it, you kind of lose it if it actually happened, sort of thing. I don't
Yeah.
know. This life's weird.
Life is Strange, the video game.
Yeah, I've had some pretty stranger things.
Yeah.
The TV show. By the way,
Mm.
this was going to include the chat as well.
Mm.
Now that I can see it, so Jackie, I'm going to need you to read off the comments,
Okay.
because I currently have terrible internet right now, so I can get in the voice call but not on the stream. So
Okay.
one or the other. I'm choosing the voice call, but
Okay.
I'm including your chat in this one.
Okay.
Have any of you ever felt like you are living in the future, but you are from the past, because the shit that's happening in the future, as in now, is so fucking strange it don't compute?
Oh yeah. Some people say that they feel like they were born in the wrong timeline.
Hell, I fucking feel like that every fucking day. Case in point, right?
Yeah.
Computers, right?
Yeah.
We all started out with, hard drives, HDD.
Yeah.
Slow piece of shit, but they're pretty big,
Mm.
right? Then we went to SSD, solid state drive.
Mm.
Before they were usually pretty small. Now you can actually get upwards of 2 terabytes of an SSD. Super
Mm.
lightning fast, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was the fastest drive
Mm.
for years. Then one day, a couple days ago, I found out that there's an NVMe drive,
Mm.
which is even fucking faster than an SSD. It's like, when the fuck did that come out? It's been out for several years. Oh, where the hell was I? And another thing that I noticed, right?
Mm.
A lot of the shit that was back in the 70s
Mm.
is coming back in some form or fashion. Vinyl record player, right?
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
we had before we had uh MP3s,
Mm.
right? We had Okay, so going back from the latest to the topic.
Yeah.
Before we had, digital streaming services like Spotify, right?
Yeah.
We had MP3s.
Mhm.
Before we had MP3s, we had CDs.
Mm.
Before we had CDs, we had cassette tapes. Before we
Yeah.
had cassette tapes, we had 8-track tapes.
Mm.
And now getting to the topic, before we had 8-track tapes, we had vinyl records,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
You had to have a special player to actually play them. They went out of style when the 8-tracks came, which went out of style when the cassettes came because they were smaller and you could put them in cars and all that. And then they
Mm.
went out of style when the CDs came, which now went out of style when MP3s came, which now went out of style when streaming came. What I
Mm.
find interesting is all that shit is starting to come back. We
Yeah.
were going forward in time, but we're going backwards. The
Yeah.
other thing that I found was before the smartphone was invented, we had the flip phones, right?
Yeah.
Well, now we have smart flip phones, which I don't understand how they fucking do, but whatever. But it's
Yeah.
like, it's weird. We are progressing forward and forward and forward in time,
Mm.
but we're going backwards in everything else. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's just, I really don't have anything interesting to say, but I would like to invite your chat to let me know if they noticed that too. Half of them are probably so young that they don't even know what the fuck 8-track is.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I
Mm.
feel so bad for
Oh.
today's generation,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
They don't even know what a cassette player is, what a cassette tape is. They
Lame.
don't understand, what to do when your cassette tape, spews its tape out, right?
Yeah.
Here's a little hint, folks. Actually, here's the answer. I'll just tell you. You take a
Mm.
pencil, right? You take a
Mm.
number 2 wooden pencil, you stick it in one of the holes, and you wind it back up. But it's just like, I've seen a couple different TikToks and other videos like, hey, do you know what this is? This is it's some kind of far out alien technology, random, very painful, random answers like face palm.
Yeah.
I know what that is, and I'm 26. Although some days I feel older than 26.
Yeah. I actually have a record player. I got it last year on for Christmas.
Holy shit. What is this world coming to?
Yeah. I mean, it's like a trend. They come and go. And I guess people like the sound of vinyl, that now they're making modern versions of vinyls.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you wanna know what started? The very first thing to start coming back was actually the vinyl record players, right? The vinyl records. That was the
Yeah.
very first thing that started coming back because
Mm.
of the DJs,
Oh.
like in clubs and whatnot,
Yeah.
right? Modern DJs basically it's all
Mm.
computerized, right?
Yeah.
You just go on, you find some kind of like MP3 or whatever,
Mm.
and you mix and match in a certain program, do what you got to do and all that. But then you
Mm.
have the turntable. Now
Mm.
back in the day, when you were DJing in like a club or whatever,
Yeah.
you would actually use a vinyl record, and you know that wicka 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 wick,
Yeah.
noise that they make with the
Yeah.
turnstile.
Yeah.
It's called scratching the vinyl, right?
Yeah.
They used to be able to do that with an actual vinyl record. That's where it got
Yeah.
its name.
Oh.
Nowadays, because they didn't have any vinyls, they
Mm.
had like a fake turnstile where they could
Mm.
still do that as everything's just synthesized and digitized, right?
Yeah.
But the DJs have noticed that it does not sound very good. It doesn't sound the
Mm.
same. They all said it sounded so much better with the actual vinyl.
Mm.
And so they made a big old push, and their basically wish was granted, and the shit started coming back.
Yeah.
And then after all that, everything else started coming back. Tamagotchis are back. Anybody remember Tamagotchis? I personally have heard of them, but I've never seen one, never owned one. But holy shit, they are finally back because I just saw a brand new commercial for them.
Yeah.
Like next thing you know, we'll be back in the fucking 1960s.
Yeah.
Which honestly I wouldn't probably mind, but
Mm.
I don't know. It's just it's strange. I like being in the future
Mm.
because you have so many technological advances,
Yeah.
right? For example, back in
Mm.
I really don't know. I really do not know how anybody from the 50s and 60s is still around to this day,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
The reason being, we all know mercury, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Deadly, right? Very
Yeah.
deadly, right?
Mm.
They used to use mercury and cocaine for medicine.
Oh.
I'm like, how the fuck are y'all still living? I mean, they didn't know any better then. But then after so many people died from this shit, it's like, oh hey, maybe we shouldn't, maybe we should stop using this shit. Yeah, gee,
And
wonder why.
you want to know what I read on Tumblr?
Oh dear Lord, this ought to be good.
Uh, have you ever heard of Radium
That was easy
Girls?
for me to say. Radium girls.
Yeah.
I've heard of Marie Curie.
Well,
By the
basically,
way, it was thanks to her. Little topic,
mm,
it's a little side topic here. It was thanks to Marie Curie that we have the X-ray.
yay.
She died because of that shit.
Yeah.
But go on. No, I have not heard of them. No.
So basically, Radium Girls are these girls who used to work at a watchmaking factory.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, as soon as you said that, I have heard of them.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about that was, you know how we have these modern, watches, not the smartwatch, but like a wristwatch where you can press the dial and it like illuminates, or it
Yeah.
glow in the dark and it illuminates that green color or blue or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, well, they no longer use it for obvious reasons. They use some kind of other bioluminescence um,
Mm.
ingredient to make that happen. But back in the day,
Mm.
they actually used to use radium
Yeah.
because radium is radioactive.
Yeah.
And if you get the right isotope of radium, it will actually glow.
Yeah.
And it'll glow green. And so that's what they used to do. They used to actually mine all this radium and crush
Mm.
it up into a very fine powder, make a paste out of it, and literally paint it on to the watch dials
Yeah.
to actually have it glow in the dark. A lot, a lot of people died years later for obvious reasons. Hello, Marie
Mm.
Curie.
A lot of women died.
Well, I mean, yes, a lot of women definitely died because they were the ones doing the work, but there were definitely, there were definitely men that, for lack of better words here, oversaw the workers,
Mm.
kind of like the overseers.
No,
Take
they
me
were.
to your leader.
No, they kept themselves protected. The girls working on that stuff, they would o- they would they would often paint their lips and their teeth for fun while painting the watches, and then they were here, and then they started complaining about health issues, like, hey, we're dying, and everyone's like, oh, no, you're not, you're fine, you silly girls. And
Yeah,
so,
it's just it's mind-boggling
yeah.
how it was back then.
Hmm.
It's just like, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a recent trend
Hmm.
that I noticed, right?
Hmm.
With Hey, stop it! My cat is scratching my chair. A recent trend that I noticed is this, right?
Hmm.
With a certain way of doing things or a certain device that is brand new or something like that, even
Hmm.
to this day, right?
Hmm.
Even to this day. Although it did get a little bit better nowadays.
Hmm.
But it's like you put this product out there, or you put this, whatever out there, and people start using it and doing it and whatnot, and then they start dying.
Hmm.
And nothing changes. Well, then two die, then three die, four die, five die, 15 die, 30 die, and it's
Hmm.
still nothing changes. How many people have to die before we take a look at what is causing it and make changes, right?
Yeah.
It's just it's asinine almost
Yeah.
that happens. You know, like I said, nowadays it did
Hmm.
get a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
Because after the first death,
Hmm.
we now start taking a look at what the hell happened,
Yeah.
right? But back then it was like, especially with the radium girls,
Yeah.
millions, or not, maybe not millions, I don't know the exact number, but like dozens of people died
Yeah.
before they finally found out it was this shit causing it.
I mean, they already knew what it was. It's because no one, no one listens to girls. The
Is that
every
why I'm so not heard? Is that
Yes.
why I'm not ever heard? Okay,
Yes.
fantastic. Thank you, sexism. But I mean, it's just like with NASCAR, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Everybody that watches NASCAR, everybody that knows about it,
Hmm.
knows about Dale Earnhardt, senior and junior, right?
Oh.
There is a if y'all have ever seen a race car driver, right?
Hmm.
They always have, over their fire suits, right?
Yeah.
They have a device around their neck, and then they put the helmet on, right?
Hmm.
What that device is um it depends on the type of device, right?
Yeah.
NASCAR actually uses what's called a Hans device, Hans
Mm.
device. Maybe not the correct spelling, but close enough, right?
Yeah.
And like dirt track users, dirt track racers, right?
Yeah.
For the sprint cars and whatnot, they
Yeah.
just have like they have a choice between a Hans device or a like a padded neck brace ring thing, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's got a different name than a Hans device, right?
Mm.
A Hans device is actually better in a lot of ways than just a neck brace ring thing
Mm.
because it actually puts, it actually rests on your shoulders.
Mm.
And the reason they have to use those nowadays is because it prevents whiplash,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Because you're going, 200 plus miles an hour.
Yeah.
If you get into an accident, the first thing you're going to do, your head's going to go forward and then backward,
Mm.
possibly breaking your neck and
Mm.
killing yourself, right?
Mhm.
It's all mandatory nowadays in any racing league
Mm.
because of that reason. And it actually wasn't back in the day,
Mm.
right? And I'm talking very recent, in the 2000s,
Mm.
right? I think
Yeah.
it was either 2001 or 2005, whenever the last race was. I'd have
Mm.
to look it up. But Dale Earnhardt Sr., right,
Yeah.
drove the number 3 car. He never wore one.
Mm.
It wasn't mandatory. Everybody else, wore one. But
Yeah.
the Intimidator was like something along the lines of, I don't want to use that pussy thing. Like, come on, I'm a man's man. You, you
Dumbass.
know, you know how men were back then, right?
They still are.
Some of them, yeah. Bitch mittens. You mean gloves? That's what I said. Real men, like, okay, destroy your hands. Cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
please.
smart. But the point is, he never wore one. And Dale
Mm.
Jr., his son, was actually in that race.
Mm.
A couple spots behind his dad.
Yeah.
Well, he had a crash. Dale Sr.
Mm.
had a crash and
Yeah.
wound up dying.
Uh.
It was after that that they decided to make it mandatory to have the Hans device for everyone.
Mm.
Uh, and allegedly, I found out that allegedly he didn't actually die
Mm.
from that, like everybody was saying.
Yeah.
He died from something else somewhere, but I don't
Mm.
know. But yeah, that was it. um, but it's just like, even NASCAR included.
Yeah.
It was like, how many people have to die before you make changes to this issue to prevent more deaths?
Yeah.
Yo, anybody? I'm sorry, I'm a big fan of auto racing, right? Not necessarily NASCAR. My favorite's Formula One, but
Okay.
NASCAR for me is just too boring, and I don't like dirt. And I'm really irritated that they're taking all these asphalt tracks and
Mm.
covering up with dirt and running dirt in NASCAR. It's like, what the, like, just, these cars are not designed, like, no. I digress. Welcome to the life of ADHD. You go on many different sidetracks. But um, I remember Richard Petty.
Mm.
Back in the old days, he had
Mm.
the, this is really old days, right?
Mm.
We all, anybody that knows about NASCAR knows what their cars look like nowadays, right?
Yeah.
The back in the old days though, before it actually looked the way that it does,
Mm.
they would actually use legit cars,
Yeah.
just modify them a little bit to actually make them track ready, right?
Like the Torino?
I don't think they've ever used a Torino in NASCAR,
Huh.
but yes, basically take that, modify it, put it on the track.
Hmm.
And the reason being, the reason they had to do it that way back then was simply because that was the only way to actually get the cars back then.
Yeah.
They would go out to these manufacturers like Ford, Toyota,
Yeah.
whatever was available back then. I don't think Toyota was a thing back then, but
Hmm.
Dodge definitely was. The Roadrunner, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
The Thunderbird, right? Plymouth was a thing back then,
Hmm.
right? And they in order to actually make them on the track, they actually had to sell a street legal version because of the laws and policies and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
They had to sell so many of the street legal versions to put so many on the track.
Yeah.
Richard Petty had a number 43 Superbird.
Hmm.
That was the one with the big old freaking box wing on the back, right? What goes up, goes over, and goes back down.
Yeah.
You know, just big old mousetrap looking wing, right?
Yeah.
They use restrictor plates nowadays,
Hmm.
right? And while they currently use some kind of fuel injection now,
Yeah.
the best way to describe what a restrictor plate does is using a carburetor,
Hmm.
right? Um, basically, you have the engine block,
Yeah.
and then you have the intake manifold on top of that. On top of the intake manifold is where you put your carburetor.
Yeah.
What your carburetor does is it controls the fuel flow and the airflow into the engine.
Hmm.
So when you depress the throttle, the butterfly valves inside the carburetor open up. It squirts a little shot of air and a little shot of fuel.
Hmm.
Then it goes down into the engine and it combusts, and that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
With a restrictor plate, it goes engine block, intake
Hmm.
manifold,
Okay.
restrictor plate, carburetor. And what the restrictor plate does is when you're wide open throttle,
Hmm.
it actually restricts. You know, when you're wide open throttle, the butterflies inside the carburetor
Hmm.
are wide open. You're getting the maximum amount of fuel and air flowing through it. Can't do anything about it. It's all mechanical, right?
Yeah.
So what do they do to actually limit that? They put a restrictor plate on it.
Hmm.
And the reason being is back when Richard Petty was driving the Superbird,
Hmm.
they could literally go 250 miles an hour
Damn.
or more, right? And certain cars were faster than others,
Hmm.
right? So it was just unfair. And one of them was actually the Superbird.
Hmm.
It was very dangerous and all that because they had several crashes
Hmm.
that resulted in several different deaths because of the speed on those tracks.
Yeah.
Again, how many people have to die before we changes? It all goes back to that. So many people had to die before they're like, hey, let's make a restrictor plate.
Hmm.
But man, that car is beautiful too. STP Fuel Additives
Hmm.
was actually the main sponsor on that one. I like Richard Petty. He always, whenever he was not racing, he always had a cowboy hat on. That guy was awesome. Ah, man, that's awesome. Now I want to race. Damn it.
At last Monday, I fell on my face.
Oh no, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay now.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad
Wanna,
you're okay though.
yeah, wanna know how it happened?
Sure.
Well, I was on my way to work, and I used my scooter to get to work. And
Please don't tell me it's a pink Barbie scooter.
No,
It should be a pink Barbie scooter.
Why?
Because pink Barbie scooters are cute.
Oh, no,
I am
it's
Barbie.
no, it's a silver metallic razor scooter with the tiny wheels.
Oh, it's a scooter.
Yeah,
The one where you gotta, use your foot
yeah,
to, like a skateboard.
yeah.
I never did understand those things.
What's not to understand?
Well, like for me, it was difficult. Like I could use a skateboard,
Yeah.
and I could use a bicycle,
Oh, crap.
and a scooter is a cross between the two.
Uh,
It was just very difficult for me to use. I don't know. But go on.
Okay. So I was up on top of the hill, and I'm like, start going fast, and then I'm thinking, oh no, I better slow down. I'm going too fast here. And so I do. And so I reached the bottom of the hill, and I'm thinking, okay, now that I'm at the very bottom, it's safe for me to go fast again. And so I do. I pick up speed, and then and like, the paint on the road that has like signs on it that tells you stop or crossing or whatever. Well, my scooter hit the edge of that paint, and it made me swerve. I swerved.
Oh yeah, fun fact about that, ladies and gentlemen. Paint is not flat on those roads. They actually layer it and layer it and layer it. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, and because my scooter wheels are very tiny, they very vulnerable to a lot of stuff on the ground, including pebbles. Yeah, so my scooter.
It's kind of. Sorry. It's kind of like a pallet jack, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows what a forklift is in a warehouse setting, right?
Yeah.
Motorized. Well, they got a motorized pallet jack and a regular pallet jack. It's if you don't know what it is, look it up. It's hard to describe, but it's a warehouse skid moving tool that's close to forklift, but completely different. The point is, they got big wheels, right? You'd think that they could roll over gravel.
Yeah.
The very first stone you get to, it stops dead in its tracks. Yeah, pallet jacks are perfect on hard surfaces, like concrete, asphalt, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Terrible on stone. Do not recommend. Get a forklift for that.
Yeah.
I can run them, But you were saying, oh man, I'm going too fast, I'm gonna crash, and I'm like,
yeah.
Slow down, you're gonna crash. Baby, you'll be saying it's a blast, blast, blast. Look
Well,
out, baby, got the blinders on. Everybody's looking for a way to get real gone. Sheryl Crow. Cars, best movie ever. Sorry, stone. Hit the stone. Go ahead. My bad. I'm so sorry.
So
you gotta love ADHD.
Okay, so I hit the edge of the paint, and it made my wheels swerve so hard. My scooter flew right from under me, and now I was left on my feet, and like I ran 2 steps, and then I skidded across the floor on my face.
Left foot 2 steps. Right foot 2 steps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Do the cha-cha slide.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Again, ADHD. Forgive me. But did you have a helmet on at least?
No.
You should wear a helmet.
I had my hat on, so that kind of saved me.
You should wear a helmet.
I know.
Ball caps don't do shit for protecting your noggin.
I was wearing a sun hat. And like the hat brim is wide enough that it covered my face. Like as I was falling, the brim got pulled under my face and protected me from the asphalt.
You got lucky on that one, my friend.
Yeah.
But get a helmet, please.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
They're much safer. But that reminded me of something.
Yeah.
Bullet, the movie,
Yeah.
right? The car is decent. The movie's terrible. Some of the scenes are okay.
Yeah.
In my opinion. There's my review. Movie review.
Yeah.
But the main point of the movie is it's based out in California, right?
Yeah.
I think San Francisco, maybe? I want to say. If y'all ever watched that movie, right?
Yeah.
They have some pretty steep hills. Like, you could be at the top of the hill looking down, and you're looking practically straight down.
Yeah.
Is that actually a thing?
Let's see, San Francisco, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
But oh man, I mean, as much as I love the '80s, right? You know, you had cool cars, great music.
Yeah.
That was about it. See, I'm different in a way than most people my age.
Oh.
Because I was raised by my grandparents.
Yeah.
Right? Because of that, I call them mom and dad. So if you ever hear me say mom and dad, it's that, right? But
Yeah.
the point is, they were born in the 50s and 60s, right?
Yeah.
And because I was raised by them, you know, they taught me their wisdom. A lot of which is like, you know what? Nowadays, it's like, you know what? Mom was right, or dad was right. It's like, I'm a fucking moron.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's because of that, you know, that it's like, things for me are different. You know, you could call me every name in the book.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off and say, is that the best you got? You know, because I heard it all. And, you know, while it did hurt back then, you know, because I heard it all, and I heard it so frequently, it's like, cool. That reminds me.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of fun with a gentleman on Instagram yesterday. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, I am a trans female, right?
Yeah.
I was once born a boy, and now I'm not, despite sounding like it, okay? Well, I have an Instagram account, and I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to, you know, list it or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I do like to keep it private. But I have one. And this guy, you know, started talking to me.
Yeah.
And I have on my bio, quote, just a trans girl trying to live the American dream.
Yeah.
And my pronouns are, she, her, and hers.
Mm.
It's all on my bio, right? This dude was talking to me, and I never told him that because I figured,
Mm.
well, you can read, right? So I figured maybe he knew. Anywho, yesterday he comes up in my DMs and says, hey, you're a man, pissed off emoji face. Anywho, long story short, this jackass was very toxic, very rude, and very anti-LGBT, right? Calling me a freak in nature, this, that, and the other, telling me I should go read the Bible, or go to church, and then I'll be shunned for the shit I say, and just random ass weird shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Well, it didn't bother me at all because, I've like I said, I've heard it all before.
Yeah.
Right. Plus, mom, I was bullied all throughout school growing up, right? And mom always told me, well, when they do that, they're just, insecure about themselves. Right?
Yeah.
Again, even nowadays, it's like, mom is right. So, I started interacting with this dude, and he's saying that, transgender people are fucked up and yada, yada, yada. And he said, gave him a little taste of his own medicine, and I said, well, heterosexual people are fucked up. Toxic masculinity and all that,
Yeah.
It obviously didn't faze him, and then I decided to switch the topics, switch my tactics a little bit. And I knew then that he was just going off about this, spewing, vitriol and hatred and all that, because he was apparently insecure about himself. So I said, what are you insecure about yourself for? Is it a tiny penis? Is it a big ego tiny penis? Who hurt you? Was it daddy? Daddy hurt you? Just fucking with him a little bit.
Did you call him a goober?
I did not. I did not, and quite frankly, that is one of the many terms from back then that I don't mind not using. Again, like certain phrases and words, I don't mind being brought back. But other ones, it's just like, yeah, that should just stay gone. Oh, and some of the English phrases and words I enjoy, like, got to go to the loo, put it in a bin, rubbish, balderdash, bollocks. And my very favorite, which apparently is a swear word over in England, bloody hell. So now you know how to curse in English. Bloody hell.
Maybe you could learn more curse words by watching Tommy in it.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, I put my glasses on just now, completely off topic here, and I'm like, why the hell is it so blurry? Is there something on the glasses? And I'm like, oh yeah, I got my contacts here. My mind is gone, folks. My mind is gone. Won't you help me find my brain? Oh yeah. Good old Ozzy Osbourne reference there.
Yay.
But anywho.
Going off the rails on a crazy train.
Answer the Cold War. That's what we've been called. Inheriting troubles. I need to lay down. Yeah, you can tell I'm not a singer. But what was I talking about?
The guy.
Which one?
The goober.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. Thank you. Got me completely sidetracked. ADHD. Gotta love it. Anywho, but yeah, he started mentioning, you gotta read the Bible. It says, blah 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 yada yada yada. And it said the
Yeah.
Bible is incomplete as you know it because there were 19 books that were removed
Mm.
despite previously being accepted
Yeah.
back in the 18th, 19th century
Yeah.
by the Pope of the Catholic Church.
Mm.
Book of Enoch, Book of Jude,
Mm.
Book of Mary, and countless other ones were all removed from
Mm.
the Bible.
That stinks.
Yes. 16 books are part of what's called the Apocrypha,
Mm.
right? The Book of
Yeah.
Enoch is the very first one. In the Book of Enoch, if y'all ever heard of the Nephilim, the giants, right? Fallen angels
Yeah.
came down to earth, fucked women, and made giant babies,
Yeah.
basically. Short story. There you go. Spoiler alert. That's in the Book of Enoch.
And that's why everyone drowned.
Oh, believe me, humans are very stupid and more than so than that, but that's beside the point.
Hmm.
Anywho, the point is, that was in the Book of Enoch,
Mm.
right? In the Garden of Eden, spoke about it in Genesis a little bit, right?
Mm.
There was two trees, tree of life and tree of knowledge.
Mm.
One paragraph, one sentence, boom, that was it, right?
Yeah.
In Genesis. In the Book of Enoch, it actually goes into detail about that, right?
Yeah.
So 16 different books are in the Apocrypha, and there was like 3 other ones.
Mm.
15, 16 in the Apocrypha, and like 3 or 4 other ones were all removed. Why?
Mm.
Because the Book of Enoch started out with a very dire warning to humanity. Basically, it was like, y'all are dead. Eventually, just say it, kind of sort of thing.
Mm. Huh.
It was very blunt and in your face,
Yeah.
saying, hey, listen up, right? And of
Yeah.
course, with all the giants and whatnot and all that,
Mm.
basically the Pope decided that it was fantasy. It wasn't real. It was not the word of God, even though prior to that it was considered otherwise.
Mm.
And so that was removed. And so I told this dude on Instagram, I said, the Bible as you know it is incomplete, as there were 19 books that were removed despite previously being accepted
Mm.
by the Pope in the 19th century. Furthermore, if you would have read it, you would have known that you're supposed to love thy neighbor as you would love thyself. Because it says it even in the Bible as you know it.
Mm.
Yet here you are shouting atrocities at me, and I'm thy neighbor, metaphorically speaking. Besides, the Bible, even the one as you know it, speaks more about love than of hate. So I've concluded it all by saying, look within yourself and fix yourself
Mm.
before spewing vitriol. By then he had already blocked me, so he didn't see that. But I had a little bit of fun. But there is something that I noticed, right? If I could go on a biblical tangent here.
Yeah.
There was something I noticed. We all know God created the world and life, right?
Mm. Yeah.
And we all know that God does not like confusion. God does not like hostility, toxicity, right? God don't like any of that,
Yeah.
right? The devil does.
Mm.
The devil does, because that's how he gets people from God.
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, go kill that son of a bitch that murdered, fucked your, wife when y'all were married and you didn't know about it because you had an affair." Right?
Mm.
Sort of thing. Stuff like that, right? That's
Yeah.
what Satan loves, right?
Yeah.
Look at this world nowadays, right? Take a look at it.
Mm. Yeah.
So many homicides, so many
Mm.
suicides, so many drugs, so much hostility and hatred and all that.
Yeah.
That's not of God, right? That's not of God. All God
Mm.
wants is peace, love, and happiness. This world nowadays, good luck finding that, right?
Yeah.
So what I noticed was, while God created the world and life on it, Satan took over. And that's why this world is a shithole,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, the other thing that I noticed is
Mm.
the truth is a lie and the lie is the truth, right?
Yeah.
Well, guess what Satan also loves? Hiding the
Lies.
truth.
Oh.
Hiding the truth, right?
Yeah.
In the book of Revelations, I think it's 16:12, talks about the Euphrates River.
Mm.
Says something along the lines of, and I'm definitely going to be paraphrasing here because I don't remember it word for word, but it
Mm.
says something along the lines of, in the day when the fourth angel pours its vial onto the Euphrates River and the river dries up,
Mm.
that is the start of the end of times.
Mm.
That will be when the four fallen angels that are chained up beneath that river will be released and they will destroy the world. Guess what river is drying up
Which
besides all of
one?
them?
Oh. Oh.
Euphrates.
Oh.
It's not yet dry. Not completely. It won't be dry until the fourth angel pours his vial on it. By then it'll be bone dry, right?
Yeah.
But it is drying up. Well, the point of that is archaeologists have found a hidden city, ancient city, underneath the Euphrates River because it was drying up.
Yeah.
So many things they have found that we didn't know existed because it was hidden.
Yeah.
Nothing about this world makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Basically, the best way to say it and the short way to say it is your life is a lie.
Mm.
Everything you see is a lie. Why? Because the truth is a lie and the lie is the truth. Everything's been hidden. There's so much misinformation because they're keeping it from y'all. Why? Because humans are enslaved. Y'all think you're free, but you're not. The old 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
Wake up, go to work, go home, sleep, wake up, go to work, go home, sleep, lather, rinse, repeat,
Mm.
right? If you don't know any better, because that's what you're being told, right?
Yeah.
The Pope, now I'm not ragging, it sounds like I am,
Mm.
and maybe I am to a degree, right?
Mm.
And a lot of this stuff I don't understand, I don't know yet, right?
Mm. Yeah.
But what I have noticed is Catholic,
Mm.
the Catholic Church, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to need all y'all's forgiveness for this one because it's gonna be upsetting little people's feelings, right?
Okay.
The Catholic Church, the Pope, is not of Christ.
Well, what does that mean?
Everybody knows that the serpent, the snake, the Leviathan, is a symbol of the devil, right?
Okay.
Because it was the snake in the Garden of Eden that convinced Eve to actually take a bite of the apple of the tree of knowledge. When she didn't bite it, I don't think she bite it. If she did, she convinced Adam to bite it, causing the downfall of man,
Okay.
right? It was a snake that did that.
Okay.
Snake's the devil. There was a video of the Pope sitting in his little chair, right? Up on the stage. Hey, get down. Get down, please. Now, please. Thank you, sweetie. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Sorry, had to fuss at my cat.
Okay.
Okay, anywho, there was a video of the Pope sitting on his chair up on the stage in the whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
Right? And on that very wall, up at the top, there were two stained glass paned windows that looked like eyes. And if you zoomed out, and zoomed out far enough, at that same wall, there were two pillars in the middle between those eyes. And the Pope was sitting in between those two pillars, right?
Okay.
Well, what's the significance? We all know that a viper, a king cobra, viper snake, right? Has two fangs that go point down.
Okay.
Point up and point down, right? Right in the middle, two fangs. The pillars were the fangs, and the windows were the eyes. In other words, the Pope was sitting in the snake's mouth.
And
right?
where was this?
I don't know, some right? A lot of shit that I'm saying now, I have seen it with my own eyes on video, and I have not yet confirmed it. So, cue the conspiracy theories as fast I'm going to get them.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. How many conspiracy theories, so-called conspiracy theories, have actually turned out to be true over time?
I don't know.
So, could it be that all of these conspiracy theories that people claim, yes, I mean, some of them, do, some of them are just, are false, but could some of them actually be legit and just seen from beyond the narrow scope of the world?
Maybe.
Right? I'm so sorry, you're gonna get flagged by Twitch on this one. Forgive me if that is the case. I take full responsibility for this. COVID-19, right?
Okay.
Everybody's favorite lovely bullshit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get political this one, but it does it.
You're cutting out a lot.
Yes. I don't know. But can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, let me go back for this one. Right. Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So the only reason why I bring up COVID-19 is not because it's political, but it borders it, but simply because of the conspiracy theory. Sometimes maybe possibly being true in time, right? Think of it this way, right?
Yeah.
The narrative, the official, widely accepted narrative
Yeah.
is this, right? Everybody agrees it started in China. The original COVID-19 started in China. Everybody's agreeing that, right?
Okay.
However, the narrative, the official, widely accepted narrative, goes like this. In the wet markets of China, right?
Mm.
They had a bat sitting on top of a pangolin. And if you don't know what a pangolin is, it's basically like an armadillo. Not the same, but that's for reference, right?
Yeah.
Well, the pangolin was a staple of food over there, right?
Yeah.
Well, they had this bat on top, in cage, on
Mm.
top of the pangolin cage, and the bat shat on the pangolin, which then got eaten, and COVID-19 was born and spread. Cool. That don't make shit of sense. Okay?
Mm.
Let's have a little bit of logic here, right? Stomach acid, right? Inside your stomach, there's acid that actually breaks down the, food and, goes to different parts of the body where it needs to go, right?
Yeah.
If you take a piece of metal, right? Steel, for example, titanium,
Yeah.
stuff like that. If you take that piece of metal and you drip a single drop of the same stomach acid that's in everybody's stomach, that stomach acid will actually melt through that metal
Mm.
because it's acid, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why it doesn't in your stomach is because there's a lining preventing it. Now, y'all have heard of heartburn. Well, that's a very weak feeling of the stomach acid going up through your esophagus, right?
Yeah.
If anybody has had heartburn, you know how bad it feels, and now imagine that, but actually, of its legit
Yeah.
strength, you'll see how strong stomach acid is, right?
Yeah.
Anybody that lives in city with contaminated water knows that you have water boil times, right? Where you got to boil the water to
Yeah.
actually, get rid of all the toxins, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's obvious that heat kills bacteria and shit, right?
Yeah.
So tell me this, right? And yes, it is very possible. It has been done before, like rabies, for example, for a disease to go from animal to human,
Mm.
right? Rabies is a prime example. But the COVID-19 bat shitting on the pangolin, getting eaten and doing that don't make sense. Here's why, right?
Mm.
The pangolin gets cut up and cooked, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Should, in theory, because of the heat of the frying pan or whatever, should in theory be dead right then and there,
Yeah.
right? Hypothetically speaking, if it was,
Hello?
sorry, I had a call coming in. I
Okay.
constantly get calls. But let's say for shits and giggles, right?
Yeah.
That the the COVID-19, on the pangolin did not get killed via cooking, right? Still
Mm.
present. It's, for shits and giggles, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't the stomach acid do the job,
I guess.
right? Okay. So let's take an actual logical look here. Even in Boston, right? There was a recent story about a lab in Boston creating the deadliest version of COVID-19, right?
Mm.
Well, the Wuhan lab in China,
Yeah.
right, was doing a thing called gain of function research. What that means is they take a virus that is alive but weak, right?
Yeah.
And they inject it with a certain something, to boost up the potency, right?
Yeah.
Just to see if it could actually gain function, to see if it could be infectious, to see if it could spread, right?
Yeah.
Wuhan lab was doing that.
Uh,
And for years, just a handful of years, everybody was saying that the lab doing that and having it get an employee infected, employee goes home and spreads it, not knowing it. And that's how we had the outbreak. For years, for a few years, they were all saying that that was just a crazy conspiracy theory. It could never happen because the official narrative by the governments, plural, because it wasn't just the US government that was spreading misinformation, right? It's all governments around the world. Well, come to find out later on, after years of research into this, they have actually found that the Wuhan lab in China has had prior leaks of an infectious disease. The same very lab that was doing COVID-19 gain of function testing. And also for years, they said that they were not doing that because that's illegal. But they have found through Congress that that was actually existing, that was happening. For years, my point is this, for years, we were all told that it was a crazy conspiracy theory that turned out to actually be true over time. So back to the original topic here, about the Catholic Church, the Book of Enoch, and all these other books that were removed and all that, all the shit that I've been saying for the last couple minutes.
Yeah.
You all will say that it's a crazy conspiracy theory. I know y'all right now. But think of it this way. How many of them have turned out to be true in the end? Noah. Everybody knows Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody knows Noah's Ark. He warned after the ark was built. Noah knew that there was a flood coming. And he told everybody, get on the ark or you will drown. That's just a conspiracy theory, man. This dude's crazy.
Yeah.
Guess what happened? So, the best way to do it is, instead of, and see, that's what I think humanity needs to learn, myself included, right? Before you immediately dismiss something as kooky, as conspiracy theory,
Yeah.
go down that rabbit hole. Do your own research. Make your own decisions. And I can tell you right now, especially the US government, they are hiding so much stuff from the American people, from the world. Project MK Ultra, Project Delta, and all that.
Yeah.
Who's heard of that?
I have.
Okay. Well, that's because it was declassified, right? But for years, it was all classified. Top secret, highly confidential, didn't exist. This is a figment of your imagination, right? How many more of them is out there? And in case y'all don't know, and I do urge all of you watching the stream right now, look it up. MK Ultra. Project MK Ultra, right?
Yeah.
Project MK Delta was actually created to oversee the supply chain of Project MK Ultra. Project MK Ultra was designed to do psychological testing of Americans by the CIA. They even went so far as to inject scopolamine, also known as the truth serum, into people because they wanted to make the truth come out. A lot of these experiments that they did on the American people were done without them even knowing about it. And the US government for years classified all that shit. Didn't exist. Men in Black, cover up. How many more are they hiding? And that is why I personally do not trust the government. Yes, we need government for law and order.
Yeah.
Right? Because y'all motherfuckers are crazy. Okay? But at the same time, the government is corrupt. The government is fucked up. The government is dangerous. Right?
Yeah.
Because of that reason. Nuclear testing. We all know about, the first atomic bomb, right?
Yeah.
Well, before it was actually put into use, before it was mainstream, they actually started testing on an island somewhere. Basically, whenever I think, Bikini Bottom, who lives in a pineapple under the sea, Bikini Bottom, Bug Drop. Bikini Atoll was is an actual island. Where back in the 70s, they did thousands of nuclear atomic bomb testings. And for years, it was covered up. For years, the people that lived there, that actually were still alive, were dying and complaining of, all this. For years, the U.S. government destroyed their shit, left all that radioactive material, and just left. Said, hasta la vista.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, the Bikini Atoll people, that lived around there,
Yeah.
they were all getting cancer. They were all dying. They were all getting fucked up because of us. Right? Because we left all that shit.
Yeah.
And they pleaded with the U.S. government for so many years to come back out here and clean your shit up. Eventually we did, because it started going to the news. And so we cleaned it all up. Put it underneath a big old dome of concrete. But just think.
Yeah.
Just think. Is your government killing you? What are they hiding? you know.
Yeah.
I know right now I'm going to be labeled as a conspiracy theorist, right?
Yeah.
But do y'all's research. Go down that rabbit hole. Find what you can about everything.
Yeah.
Because there is so many things y'all are unaware of. And because of that, you just accept it. Ooh, I was on a roll. Just so y'all know, all the information that I told you, I found in 6 months. Well, less than 6 months, actually. And there's so much more, right?
Yeah.
So much more that it's just, it needs to be understood.
Yeah.
Bottom line is this, for everyone listening, open your eyes, shut your mouths, and make your own decisions with your own damn brain. Do your research, question everything, but don't lose grip on reality, if you can find it.
Yeah.
And definitely, there's a meme that goes around. There's some kind of, political figure or something like that.
Yeah.
Or Native American or whatever it was. I'm not quite 100% sure, I don't remember. But it said that The most scariest 5 words ever uttered by man were, "We are from the government and we're here to help."
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about it.
Hmm. But why are they scary?
Because the government's health is killing.
Oh.
Oh, you got a broken bone? Hey, we're from the government. We'll just shoot you in the head.
Oh.
Problem solved. You won't feel no pain. Basically, that's what I took it as.
Oh.
But one thing I definitely do have to tell everybody
Yeah.
is break out of the freaking hive mind.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
So many people, and it's not, it's with everything. So many people are like, well, I heard it on the internet, it must be true, and they actually believe that shit. Okay, sure. If you heard on the internet the sky was green, the grass was blue, would you believe that? Fucking calling me. I don't know if y'all heard that. I have a call coming in, but if you read on the internet the sky was green and the grass was blue, would you believe that? Well, it's on the internet. It's got to be true. And then
Yeah.
everybody believes it. But that one person that's like, bruh, does it look fucking blue to you?
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy theory. Open your minds, people. Use it.
Hmm.
Do your own research. Make your own decisions. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, then again, nowadays you have technology,
Hmm.
right? Technology is a very good thing, especially if it's advanced.
Yeah.
I'm never going to deny that, right?
Hmm.
But it's also dangerous because you have photo editing software
Yeah.
that can make what's called a deep fake. Basically, you take a photo of Jennifer Aniston, for example,
Yeah.
and you can literally put her face on Brad Pitt's body and make it look like Brad Pitt. Make it look legit, like she was born in that body. It's so seamless, it's so flawless. It does not appear to be photoshopped or face swapped,
Yeah.
but it is. Right?
Oh
Now
yeah.
they have software out there where you can type in whatever and make a photo based on that, right?
Yeah.
But now they also have software where you can make a whole entire video via text. Thanks, Facebook.
The president of Ukraine got deep faked.
Yeah, exactly. And so when I say question everything, trust nothing, good luck.
Not even Jesus?
Thou shalt not take thy Lord's name in vain, right? It's in the scriptures, right?
Yeah.
Well, what does the word vain mean?
A
Right?
vein means is a tube in your body that transfers blood.
Ha ha ha. Funny. That's a different spelling and a different thing. But no, vain, V-A-I-N. Thou shalt not take thy God name in vain. What does it mean? Everybody thinks saying goddamn is taken in vain, right?
It means don't say what you don't mean.
No,
Oh, okay.
but close. Vain, the word vain, V-A-I-N, means to make useless,
Oh.
meaningless, to make nothing. Jesus's name is not Jesus.
It's Joshua. Or
Not even that.
Yeshua.
It's Yahweh. Yahweh. Right?
Yeah.
So saying goddamn is not taking it in vain, because taking the Lord's name in vain means to make the Lord's name meaningless, nothing, non-existent. What better way to do that than to name the baby Jesus Jesus when it's not even his name?
I heard that we only call him that because there was another guy named Yahweh, and that's what's his name?
Yeah.
It's John the Baptist, I think. Oh no, wait. Well, someone.
Guess what?
What?
Guess what?
What?
The King James Version of the Bible, right? Most widely known. Very, very popular in Christianity. Okay? The Bible as you know it is incomplete.
Yeah.
And it's been that way for years, right? The ancient scrolls were written in Hebrew and then translated millions of times over several decades.
Yeah.
But a lot of those scrolls are still missing, right? We haven't found them yet. So, let's say this. If the Pope of the Catholic Church back in the 19th century can take previously authorized and accepted books of the Bible and remove them, what else can they change?
Oh yeah, I remember hearing that one of the controversies of the Vatican is that they contain information of the Bible that is very different from what we have available in public.
Exactly. And you can never, I've always questioned that, Vatican City, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows that underneath Vatican City, underneath the big church, there's caverns in there with a shit ton of things, right? Artifacts, scrolls, and whatnot. Nobody's allowed in there, right? When you are, you have to make a special appointment and get a guided tour, right? Just to see the shit that's inside. And only the elite, you have to have a special, very valid reason to be in there, right? Okay? Well, let's say I get a guest coming over to my house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't let anybody in my house, so you gotta tell me 5 days in advance.
Yeah.
That you're coming over on that day. Make an appointment, right? Cool. 5 days. If there's something inside my house I don't want you to see, I can clean that up in plenty of time.
Yeah.
Right? Put it into a special room, right? So that way when you come, now I can guide the tour of my house.
Yeah.
Well, what's in here? Oh no, don't look in there. Let's look at this. Beautiful chandelier. Well, what's down this door? Like I said, beautiful chandelier. Oh, look at the pool.
Yeah.
Guided tour. What are they hiding? What is the truth? Like I said, everything we know about everything nowadays is a lie.
Yeah.
Because we're all being manipulated. We're all being controlled. And then the ones that actually break free of that narrative and start thinking for themselves, start doing the research on their own, finding out the truth, what is the very first thing that people do?
What?
It's a conspiracy theory.
Oh.
And it's like, well, it's false. Misinformation.
Yeah.
The truth is a lie and the lie is the truth. Now, y'all can believe what you want. I don't care. I can't change you. Nobody can. But if no one even questions it, if no one speaks about it, no one puts the bug in your ear, metaphorically speaking, as the saying goes.
Yeah.
You don't do your own research and nothing changes. Right?
Yeah.
So now you're thinking, okay, well, if the Pope can be sitting in a chair inside the Viper's mouth in this building, right?
Yeah.
It was basically a church, right? It was some kind of
Mm.
church, so they had pews and everything. If he can be sitting there and he could take the word of God and remove it from the books
Mm.
and change whatever and then put it out, right? If he can do all
Yeah.
that, that is not of God. Okay? So my
Mm.
thinking is this. My thinking is this. How I started finding out about that,
Mm.
all this stuff, is because guess what? I have a connection to the spirit well, right?
Mm.
Conspiracy theory, I know, but hear me out,
Yeah.
right? Just listen. Listen for a bit.
Yeah.
I have a connection to the spirit realm. And no, I'm not hallucinating. No, I'm not taking any drugs or anything like that to
Mm.
induce this shit. It's
Okay.
all natural, right? But I also have a connection here to the physical realm,
Mm.
right? Well, one day I started noticing inconsistencies,
Mm.
weird shit. And I started questioning that. It's like, that's not normal. What the fuck is going on? And I was trying to, figure it all out, trying to make sense of it all. And I
Yeah.
heard the voice tell me, start looking in the book of Enoch.
Mm.
Go down that rabbit hole. And so I did. And I found out about the 19 books were
Yeah.
removed. And then it went a little bit further than that. It's like, okay, well, why were they removed?
Mm.
Obviously, they were removed by the Catholic Church in the 19th century. We all established that, right? But why? If the church is of the devil, if the Catholic Church is of the devil, why were they removed?
Yeah.
Because that's how you enslave the people. That's how you get the people from God
Mm.
to do their own evil shit. And that's
Yeah.
how they all get in control of Satan.
Mm.
If you remove the word of God, you don't know the true story. You don't know the whole story. You don't understand how things are going on. You
Yeah.
don't question things. You become slaves to society, all while thinking you're free.
Yeah.
Just like back in Nazi Germany,
Mm.
the book burning, right?
Yeah.
Why? Why do they take millions of books and throw it in the fire for all to never see again? Because that's how you control the information. That's how you control the people. That's how you control the narrative. That's how you brainwash the people into thinking what you want.
Mm. That was
That's how
also.
the truth becomes a lie and the lie becomes the truth.
Mm.
Do your research. Question everything.
Mm.
Use your own brain. Form your own conclusion. That is the moral of everything here.
Yeah.
Also, the other part of that is
Mm.
sometimes there are situations in a person's life that makes them do what they do or don't do what they don't do
Mm.
that you don't know about. So, okay, let's say you had an appointment and they didn't show up. And they gave you an excuse of, for example, car troubles. Couldn't come
Yeah.
out, I got car troubles. Instead of jumping to the conclusion that, hey, first time it happened and it was on the day that they were supposed to come out,
Mm.
and now they're just giving me a bullshit excuse to not do the job. Instead
Yeah.
of jumping to that conclusion, maybe they had something happen that you don't know about that actually was legit car trouble.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, I know automotive, a little bit of automotive.
Yeah.
I am in no way, shape, or form good enough to be a mechanic, right?
Mm.
I fix my car, with certain things, with limited tools that I have based on YouTube videos. Okay, I am not a mechanic. Don't come to me asking me to fix your car, because that ain't gonna happen. So, my point is, I know there are certain things that will prevent a car from running, no matter the make, the model, or the year, let alone the location of the car,
Yeah.
right? It's easy, you forget to turn your headlights off, you forget to turn your parking lights off, you forget to turn your dome light off inside the car. You go to bed and you wake up the next morning, your battery's dead. It's gonna take forever to charge it, right?
Yeah.
Can't come out. I got car troubles. Or the alternator could go bad and stop charging the battery, which the battery dies the day before. Well, now you can't go anywhere because you got car troubles. Instead of jumping to conclusions, give the people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that, okay, because I can see the comments now, right? Well, at what point in time does it actually become a bullshit excuse?
Yeah.
Right? I consider myself to be a lie detector of sorts. I am fallible. I do get fooled from time to time, but for the most part, I can detect a lie.
Okay.
Right? So, here's how I do it. I'll tell you my secrets right here.
Okay.
Real simple thing. Goes back to the old adage, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But fool me thrice, we got a problem, Holmes. I added that last part. Basically, what that means is, one time is a thing, right? I consider that to be the baseline, right? 2 times of the same thing happening with the same person in the same situation, it's a coincidence, right? You all heard the phrase, coincidences don't exist. That is true very, very lot of things, yes, but they do still exist.
Yeah.
So, again, to recap, one time, it's a baseline. Just give them the benefit of the doubt, move on, don't worry about it. 2 times, same thing, same everything, is the coincidence. Okay? Now you're starting to get a little questioning of things, right? Like what's going on, trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
3 times is a pattern. When it happens the 3rd time in the exact same way, on the exact same situation, in the exact same person, that is a pattern after 3 times.
Yeah.
That is when you can start to say that is just a bullshit excuse, you're avoiding me. Right?
Yeah.
But people need to learn to chill the fuck out. Myself included at times, right?
Yeah.
Spread love, not hate. Acceptance and all that bullshit. Right?
Yeah.
It's 2022, man. Come on. Who gives a fuck if a guy changes his sex or a girl changes her sex to the opposite one? Who gives a fuck? That person's being happy. It's their life. It's not yours. Who are you to judge? Who are you to condemn them? And especially, who the hell are you to use the word against them, knowing damn well don't say that?
Yeah.
If people can start doing that, if people can change, this world will be a lot less shitty. Rant over. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It's been nice knowing you. Anywho, I hope I didn't scare your chat away, and I hope it didn't get you flagged on Twitch for anything, because you know how they are.
Yeah.
It's a conspiracy theory. Sure. Okay, boomer. But no, I mean, back to this conspiracy theory thing. One thing. When I say on that. Yes, there are some conspiracy theories, right, that are just false.
Yeah.
And there are some conspiracy theories that are actually true that was once labeled as false, right?
Mm.
If everybody has an open mind, right?
Mm.
Like you believe one thing, but you're shown logical, infallible evidence contradicting your belief,
Yeah.
right? Basically what I'm saying is be open-minded.
Yeah.
Believe what you want to believe, but be open-minded to hearing the other side, to
Yeah.
hearing facts that they provide, right?
Mm.
The truth always comes out eventually.
Yeah.
What was once hidden will now eventually be revealed,
Like,
exposed for all to see. Like that sea, that city underneath the Euphrates
mm,
River, and
yeah.
so many other things across the globe. It's not just in that area. So many of the things that were once hidden are now coming to light across the globe.
That's crazy.
So I leave you all with this. Is it a conspiracy theory or is it true? And if it's true, what else are they hiding? What is the truth? What is reality? What even are we? Is anything real? I want you all to ponder those questions. Think about it. Dive into that rat hole. Find the truth. But be open-minded. Anywho, it's been fun. I gotta go.
Okay. Thanks for
I'm not
coming
gonna.
by.
You're welcome. I'm not gonna bore y'all very much longer. That's what I need to say.
Mm.
But yeah, just be more understanding, be open-minded, and be more loving, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
By the way, thank you for inviting me. This was fun.
You're welcome. Glad you could make it. Mm. Wow, 2 hours. So, what you all think of that? Of existentialism and creation and whatever. I mean, I know Queen kinda carried the whole conversation there, but I'm not much of a talker, as you've noticed. Oops. Hmm. Oh no, I'm full. Oh well. Frosty the Snowman. Cool. Yay. Oh, would you look at that? They went beyond the tree. How cute. By the way, what programs do you use to stream? I use OBS. Yeah. I use OBS. Oops. I'm gonna throw eggs at... Oh! I'm gonna throw eggs at the snowman. Where are you? Gonna turn up brightness on my screen. Yeah. Dumbass. What a goofy goober. Alright, now I'm gonna go slaughter Frosty the Snowman. If you go in with Streamlabs, I can help you set it up, and it's a lot easier to do things like show your chat, etc. Cool. How good is your internet and what? That's a VC for a different time. Yep, it sure is. Let's see. I have basic Spectrum internet at home, and I have an Acer. I'm using library Wi-Fi to stream. I can hear you, you know, lol. Oh, that's nice to know. Yeah, I won't be on much longer. My ass is sore. Streamlabs is so much better for streaming. Oh, well, okay. That's nice to know. But does it depend on how well the internet is? Well, fuck, as soon as you read that, the stream froze, lol. What silliness. Alright, let's see what kind of abominations are out today. La 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 la, la la li loo, li. Oh wait, let's see. Dr. Crafted mine about now. Okay, yeah, well. Oops. Let's see, how many eggs did they put that? I'll put these back. I mean, if you can stream this good using OBS Studio, then Streamlabs should be good. Maybe maybe someday I'll upgrade to Streamlabs, but this will have to do for now. What else do I do? You follow me. If you want to get it set up, I can call you on Discord after the stream and help you. I'll need to see your screen though for best results. It's all free. Aw, thanks. La 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 da da, la la la, la 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 la, Elmo's World, do do do. Well, it's been 2 hours, and my butt hurts because I found a nice little corner in the library where there's an outlet, and I can connect to it, and it's far away from other people, but I have to sit on the floor, but at least it's a carpet, so that's kinda nice. Free as in open software and free as in cost. It runs on, or used to, the OBS software. OBS stands for open. Okay. Alright. Thank you everyone for coming to stop by. Thank you to Queen's Gaming Palace for joining me on the stream and helping to rebuild our great and glorious kingdom, or queendom. I mean, she pretty much carried the whole stream with her TED Talk, but maybe next time I'll put in my 3 cents on conversation. So thank you for stopping by. Until next time, bye.